Hi guys, and welcome back to English Harmony video blog. Although this particular video is going to be posted on the easyidioms.com website, it doesn't really matter because I'm still Robbie Cougars from englishharmony.com, which is my main website. And in today's idiomatic expression video, we're going to look at the following phrase in the spur of the moment, and also, obviously, how to use it in your daily English conversations. Welcome back to this video where we're looking at the following phrase in the spur of the moment. Now this phrase, which is quite long, it consists of a good few words, right? It actually means a very simple thing. It means spontaneously. So basically, when you do something in a spur of the moment, it means that you do it spontaneously without any advanced planning. It just happens just by itself. It just happens, you know what I mean? And most commonly, this expression in the spur of the moment is used when people something do in the heat of the moment, which means there's a lot of emotions involved. And that action, that particular action you're taking in the spur of the moment is done without much thinking. And sometimes the consequences mightn't be as pleasant as you'd wish. Let's say, for argument's sake, you went out with your co-workers to a bar, and one guy got very drunk, and then he just got into a fight. And you, without much thinking, in a spur of the moment, just jumped to his help and got involved in that altercation, and eventually the whole group got thrown out of the bar. And it was all done in a spur of the moment. If you were able to go back to that moment when the guy who got drunk started fighting, you would have probably tried to calm the situation down, contact the security man first, and basically make the whole altercation to be resolved in a very, very civilized manner. But in the spur of the moment, you just jumped to his rescue, and you started fighting with the other guy, and the whole thing ended up in a police station. And it was all because of the spur of the moment action, right? And let me think of another example. Oftentimes when people say bad things to each other, especially when they argue, right? All those things are said in the spur of the moment, and people don't necessarily mean what they're saying. So if someone calls you an idiot, right? During a heated debate, it doesn't necessarily mean that that person reckons you're actually an idiot. It's just something that's said in the spur of the moment, and the next moment that person might actually regret what they've told you. And obviously they wouldn't necessarily tell you that they regret it, just because people are quite defensive by nature. And very few people would be apologetic right away during the argument and tell you, oh, sorry, I didn't really mean that. You know, people would be quite defensive and go on about defending their position and their point of view, even though they feel that they're wrong. But as I said, most often, those things are said in the spur of the moment. And we have to understand each other and appreciate the fact that we're all human beings. And most of our actions actually are affected by our emotions. And I need to come up with the third example sentence. As you may know, I'm not preparing for these videos. I'm just allowing for my fluency be manifested through completely spontaneous and random speech. And that's how spoken English practice is best done. You know what I mean? If you want to be a really fluent English speaker, you just have to open your mouth and say whatever's on your mind, and allow your mouth to do the talking, and all these things that are said in the spur of the moment. And this is the third example, right? Everything you say in the spur of the moment is the best indication of your true fluency. because spontaneous speech is how real fluency can be judged. When you go out there, meet people, you can really prepare those conversations to 100% extent. You have to improvise, and a lot of those things would have to be just said out loud in a spur of the moment, right? So that's when your true fluency is tested, and you better do this kind of spoken self-English practice and say all these things out loud in spur of the moment without much thinking. That's how you have to develop your fluency, and then you'll achieve the best results, my friend. So today's video was all about the phrase in spur of the moment, and you should be doing some similar spoken English practice by using this phrase, and that way you'll add it on to your active English vocabulary and phraseology. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please publish them in the comment section below, and I'll respond to them as soon as I possibly can. Alright, my friends, thanks and bye-bye.